Welcome back to the channel. I thought I would do a little update on my sock for Shark Week and Sock Week. I'm not getting past one sock. Thankfully, I only signed up for one sock on Shark Week, so I don't have to finish the whole pair. But this is what I've got done so far. I am about to start the toe decreases, and it fits so beautifully. This is going to be I think this is going to be my favorite sock. I'm super excited about the sock. This sock has given me a lot of trouble. I wasn't experienced in a textured, like this, the other textured one I did, the Easter basket socks. I did those, I came up with that weird pattern. It was not a weird pattern, and I didn't come up with the pattern. I've seen other people use a similar pattern, but I came up with that pattern, that idea on a whim when I was planning on making stockinette socks the whole way down, and I was like, you know what, let's put a little bit of something here, and I decided to figure out how to do a basket weave look. It worked out really well. That's a little bit different. That's just a knit purl. This is cables basically all over. This is a crazy sock ladies sock. It's I'll have to put it in the description, but I think it's called the Joy Socks. It's very pretty, and this is the colorway called Crepe School from Premier. This is looking absolutely beautiful, and I have done this heel a couple of times, and I do think that this is going to be my go-to heel style. That no matter what the heel flap calls for, this is what I'm going to do. I did kind of see I messed it up a little there. I'm not quite sure what I did there, but we'll figure that out. Well, we don't have to figure it out. It's in there. It's part of the structure of the sock now. It's part of the sock. This has been a labor of love for sure, because I love this so much, but it is so fiddly with the cabling back and forth, and you just, sometimes the things are slipping off all over the place. I've had to fix a few rows, I've had to go back a few times, but all in all, I'm happy with it. I think I'm gonna do one more cable increase, one more cable round, which is a 2 round cable, and for the cable, and then 2 rounds of knit all the way around. I'm gonna do one more of those, and then I'm gonna start the decreases, and I think that will fit perfectly. It looks longer than the socks I've previously made for myself, and I think that's gonna be good, because they seem to not fit as nice after I get them all complete. They fit nice, but they feel a little more like stretched than I want them to. I want them to fit just a little more relaxed on the toe. So I think I'm gonna get that perfected soon, as far as the length and how far I need to go for my feet. Everything else I haven't touched. I haven't done a single thing that wasn't this sock. I really need to, but I want to get this done. I have had a lot to do the last couple days. I have had to go, do the whole groceries and all of that, and some other things that I've had to do. So that cut into my time a little bit for the last couple of days on working on this. I could have had this done by now if I didn't have to keep stopping and doing other things, but that's how life is. That's part of existence. Even for the privileged people like myself who get to stay home and not work outside of the home, that's still part of life. So I can't complain about that. I got a lot accomplished on the sock and outside of knitting, so I feel good about it. I've been working on getting a little more activity in because I sit around and knit all the time. I need to actually put some effort into doing regular amounts of activities. I lifted some weights this morning. I'm a whole muscle mommy now, but not really. But I did lift some weights this morning. I am weaker than I thought I was, that's for sure. That was hard. I definitely got some work to do. So, other than that, I haven't had time to read. I've been reading the Dinkoon's book at night when I go to bed. I get probably 5 pages if I'm lucky before I fall asleep. Other than that, I haven't read a single bit of On Barry Carroll, and I'm probably going to spend the entire day reading until that's over when I get this sock finished. So, it'll be a day off for me. A nice little reprieve, I guess. Haven't really been watching anything but like YouTube channels that I just follow, mostly for, you know, background. I don't always know what the heck is being said on the videos unless it strikes my interest in, if I'm looking for something and I'm not finding anything super, you know, entertaining sounding, I don't know, something that grabs my attention with the title or whatever, I'll just put on something that somebody I follow put out, and even if it's something I've watched before, I'll just rewatch things just to get a little bit of background noise to keep things from getting a little too, well, it's never too quiet. I got these air conditioners humming, which you could probably hear because I was going to turn them off before I started the video, and I forgot to do that. So you'll definitely hear the air conditioners. I apologize for that. I made some enchiladas for dinner. I made them already and I baked them and everything, and that way we can just warm them up because it's super hot. I don't want to cook in the afternoon, so I cook it in the morning and then we just warm it up for dinner. It's nice, and we got enough for like 2 or 3 days worth of dinner, so that's a plus. I don't have any new clips of Low Man, so I will try to. He's sleeping, as is usual. Now there we go. The last time I did that, I accidentally turned off the camera, which isn't a problem. I figured out how to jam 2 bits of video together. It was wonderful. Accidents like that, they tend to make you think a little harder and figure out a solution. So it worked out well. He's been super tired. It's been too hot for him. He doesn't like the heat either. He gets more energy in the winter time, or he burns more energy in the winter time than he does in the summer, because he loves the snow and he likes cold weather. He can run farther and do more when it's colder out. So summertime he puts on a little weight, and then he dumps it in the winter because that's when he's the most active. Other than that, I think that is about it. So, let's see. Yeah, I got 4. I'll just do a quick rundown on my whips. I got 4 socks. This is my most important one right now, so I haven't touched the other ones. I got 2 sweaters and a tee. And I think that's all I've got cast on so far. And I kind of want to cast on another top for myself, but I really want to finish one before. I want to finish the kids' sweaters before I cast on another top for myself. So once this is done and I've had a day of rest, my hands hurt. I'm going to finish up the kids' sweaters. I'll finish the red one first, then the blue one, and then once they're both off the needles, I will cast on, I think, the Deshane, because that seems like it's going to be a quick knit, and I do have the yarn for it. I was thinking about using the yarn that I bought for it for a ranunculus, because I haven't done a ranunculus yet, but I think I'm going to use that for what it was intended, and I'm going to use a different yarn for the ranunculus, and I'm going to hopefully have enough of the yarn I choose. Otherwise I might have to buy a different kind. Well, I might have enough of the rose finch that I'm making my Bordeaux Nights top with. I might have enough of that to do a ranunculus as well. I want to do a long sleeve, but I really kind of also want to do a hoodie with that, like a thinner hoodie. I love hoodies. They're my... If it weren't so warm, it's 77 in here now. If it weren't so warm, I would be wearing a hoodie right now, but it's just too warm for that. So, but yeah, hoodies are my favorite. Ranunculus is on the list. Deshane is on the list. Those are, and I want to finish up all of the socks before I cast on any more socks. I've got enough socks. I've got enough socks, that's for sure. And I've got only one of them have been worked on so far. So each one is not even a pair yet. It's not even like one whole sock and a partial one. You know, they're all the first socks. So I still have a whole nother sock to make after I get this off the needles. And the other ones, I love how loose this feels. This does not feel very stiff. I don't know. I just love this so much. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I will catch you in the next video. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next one.